Welcome to the Mystic Fool. I'm Martin Worth, and this is the Mystic Fool. Ceremonies, rituals, and spells. Yeah, there's three words that trigger in different ways. So what's it all about? Is a ceremony a ritual? Do rituals create spells? Or is a spell? When we do something with purpose to direct energy, and we do this thing repeatedly, then we can do it as a ritual or we can do it as a ceremony. What we are doing when we do those things, we are creating a spell. The thing is, spells have gotten a bad name. You know, witches cast spells on people for bad intent. Yeah, where the heck did that come from? That statement is probably about as relevant and about as true as the term conspiracy theorist when you think about it. So yeah, let's talk about spells. Spells are a way of gathering and directing energy for a desired outcome. What some would call magic. And what's wrong with magic? Hey, having a little bit of magic in your life is a good thing. Magic means synchronicities are occurring. Magic means things that you want to happen in your life are happening. Magic doesn't have a negative connotation to it, does it? Yet spells are how you create magic. I was helping a friend of mine a few weeks ago who was worried about his relationship. And he was just peeking out with worry. He was distraught. And the things that he was worried about were concoctions of his own mind, where he's worried that while he was away, his partner was going to cheat on him, basically, is what it was about. And the energy that he was creating around that, for sure, it was going to make it happen. At least in his own mind, and give him hell for the 4 days that we were on a retreat together. So I said to him, man, how are you going to feel when you get home and she calls you up and she's delighted to hear from you? Or better still, she's there waiting for you when you get home because she's so excited. And he said, I'll be deliriously happy. And I said, good. Do you feel deliriously happy right now thinking about it? He said, yeah, I do. And I said, hold that energy, brother. Hold that energy. And he did. And he'd slipped back into, oh my God, what's she up to? Guy's got trust issues, hey. Or maybe self-esteem, I don't know. And I'd say, hey brother, how's it going? He said, oh, I said, hey, come on. Deliriously happy, brother. And he'd go, yeah. And he would become once again, deliriously happy. Yeah. So for 4 days he created a presence of being deliriously happy, because when he gets home, she was going to be there waiting for him or calling him up, but either way she was going to be really pleased to see him. And everything was going to be okay, and things were going to take off with the relationship, and it was going to be awesome. And I spoke to him the other day, and guess what? They're moving in together. Not only are they moving in together, but they managed to get a rental house within about 3 days of deciding to move in together. There's some magic for you, hey? So I said to him, hey brother, I created the spell by gathering the energy with him and showing him the outcome. That's a spell. And I said, but you need to do the ceremony. You need to bring that energy into your everyday. Because the spell that I created with you will only be effective if you do the ceremony to bring the energy forward. And it worked. So what about ritual? Because you can see the difference between a spell and a ceremony and the benefit of those things. What about ritual? Yeah, ritual's got a funny energy to it, hey? And maybe it's just me, but, please tell me, in the comments, or if you can't comment, look, just take the time to send me an email to themysticfool@martinworth.com. You can do that. What is ritual? What sort of energy does ritual hold? Because for me, ritual holds an energy of sort of like undercurrents and undertones that don't really feel good. I mean, I know I've said, there's a bit of prejudice in those other words of spell and ceremony, but I really can't come up with anything good about ritual. And this is my point of view. To me, ritual seems to be doing something over and over and over and over after the energy of the spell, cemented by the ceremony, has passed. And for me, ritual is doing something rote. And by that I mean just doing something because you do it. It becomes hollow. I think ritual is hollow. Now look, that's just my opinion, and you may have a different point of view. And if you do, I really want to hear it, hey? Because I really can't get over my own feelings that ritual is doing something for the effing sake of it. Because some guru said, you gotta do this, and you did it, and then you kept doing it. And it's sort of like the difference between spirituality and religion. Spirituality is fresh energy. It's inspiring energy. It changes. It's new. In comes a wave of enthusiasm from spirit, a download of information, and it's fresh. That's a spell. And through ceremony, and the ceremony may simply be sitting and having quiet time, however often you do. That's your ceremony. You probably go to the same spot, you sit down, you do what you do. That's a ceremony. But if that ceremony has the same energy every single time, despite the fact that, like I said, for instance, a guru gives you a spell, an incantation, a word, gives you a meditation to do, whatever it may be, and you keep doing that thing over and over and over and over and over and over after the usefulness of it has passed, then it's a ritual. And a ritual has a very dead energy to it. Like I say, difference between religion and spirituality. Religion is ritual. We do this because the great priest of Uba did this in the 59th century BC, and so we keep doing it now because that's what we do. Yeah, that's one hell of a ritual, but what purpose, what relevance does it have in today's world, in your world? Probably none. So why do we have ceremony? To keep us mindful of what it is that we are wanting to create in our lives. Your corporate executive going to the office every day has a ceremony. They grab their coffee on the way up from the foyer. They sit down at their desk. They get out their diary and they look at the day and they plan what they're going to do. They visualise the meetings that they're going to go to and the outcomes that they want to achieve from those meetings. Hey, that's a ceremony. Yeah. Is that spiritual? Yes. Didn't expect that, did you? Is it spiritual? Yes. Because we're all spiritual beings. And we're in this life to live it. Is it a ritual? It could be a ritual. Because they're sitting there going, oh my God, I've got all these meetings, blah, blah. And they don't have the energy in it. So what's the difference between it being spiritual and being religious? What's the difference between ceremony and ritual? In this case of corporate, the energy, the spell that is behind it. I would say when the energy is dissipated and the spell is no longer potent, then the ceremony becomes a ritual. And that's where people die. That's where their souls die. Slogging it out every day, doing the same old thing, when the purpose for doing that thing is gone. Or the inspiration, the energy for doing that thing is gone. Yeah, that's the difference. So not wanting to end on that note, what's the energy you want to bring into your life? What's the spell that you want to cast, to create for you? And what's the ceremony that you are going to discipline yourself to do, to have that appear in your life. And discipline, I'm not talking slave driving here. I'm talking, hey, if you visualize something, you want to create it, you build the energy around it, like I did for that mate of mine on the retreat that I started talking about, then you have to discipline yourself, in his case, to not think of the worry and create that, but to think of being deliriously happy. That's all he had to do. Oh my God. They're now moving in together. Today, as I speak. This day that I'm recording this is the day that they are moving house and moving in together. And he is deliriously happy. If you want to know more about spell casting, ceremony, and how to avoid rituals, then get in touch. Email me, themysticfool@martinworth.com. Hey, I am putting courses together online about this kind of stuff. I'm having Q&A masterclasses and Zoom sessions live with people to discuss the things that we discuss on The Mystic Fool. You can even ask me for the transcript to this episode or any of the episodes in The Mystic Fool, and all you need to do is ask. So the way to do it at this point in time is by email. So email me, ask me what you want, I'll do a podcast on it. Get your name on the VIP list for the courses that I'm putting up online. Hey, they're not courses that I'm creating, they're courses with the information that I have. I just got to get them online. So yeah, get on the VIP list and get some freebies. Okay. Love ya. See ya.